YouTube's, how's it going? We're back here in part 43 of this Pokemon Blue walkthrough. This time around, I will be continuing on in the power plant. Off screen, I want to show you some great work that I made, great progress that I made with my team. Got Rexquando up to level 52. It had the opportunity to learn submission at level 52, but I like my moveset right now. I don't want the recoil from submission. Boulder got up to level 52 as well. Nothing new happened here. Still a beast. Jolteon, I got Pin Missile, which is nice, a bug type move. I've been missing those. Up to level 52. Big Bird up to level 52, nothing there. Blastoise learned Hydro Pump at level 52, and I also got my Ninetales up to level 52. Ninetales doesn't learn any new moves, so nothing new happened there. But I don't have Ninetales with me because I want to catch a Raichu and use that guy to help me paralyze Zapdos when I run into it. So we have 4 more items to claim here in the power plant, so I'll be finding those as we go along here. I'm going to get more wild encounters, but that's just the way it is until I run into that Raichu that I want to catch. I did purchase a bunch of items too off screen, and I don't really know why I have him out. I'm just going to keep Boulder out there, get him a little easier experience points. And I don't really know what Raichu's learn set is when I am to capture it, but I know that it has an electric type moves. Maybe that Thunder Wave TM that I had the ability to use later or earlier in this walkthrough should have been kept, but I didn't keep it. And I remember the days when Magneton was one of the, I don't know if it was mysterious Pokemon, but it was definitely one of the more powerful, revered Pokemon in my mind. I don't know really where I came up with that notion, but it is. So one of these items is PP Up is hidden and a Max Elixir is hidden, but between the two, and my bad, I took a wrong turn. And I don't have any repels with me, so please forgive me if we run into an overly high number of Pokemon here in the power plant. I don't know if there's any more, there's like occurrence rates within occurrence rates, like certain areas, one step has like an 80% occurrence chance that you run into a Pokemon. I'm not sure. I'm definitely think it's less than that though, because people would be driven crazy by current Pokemon encounters. So over here there are a couple more item gems or maybe fake items lingering for me. Only 2 more non-hidden items here. Bzzzt. So let's see. One of these two, or there's going to be 2 electrodes here in the power plant, so I'm looking to find one of these electrodes instead of training up a Voltorb, which is kind of difficult to train unless I were to capture one at level 40 right now. I'd prefer to capture, okay, thank you. Love when Boulder gets self-destructed on. Great defense, not a problem. So, gonna head up here, and hopefully this is not a fake item. I'd prefer if this was the rare candy that I was expecting. No, it's another Bzzzt, and it's an Electrode, so this could possibly be the area that I'm looking for in terms of the Max Elixir. So I'm going to use Rock Throw, or I probably should have used Seismic Toss, but Rock Throw shouldn't knock him out anyways. Level 43, he's got a average defense, even though Voltorb isn't one of the most defensive rounded Pokemon in the game. So I'm gonna try Ultra Ball. I have 99 there, and I have 2 here as well. Probably could have got a few more Ultra Balls, but I was getting low on change for sure. I will say that, and got it on the first try. So 1 Ultra Ball is catching another Pokeball, essentially a bigger Pokeball. It's a ball, as it says right there. I'm surprised 147 pounds. That is surprising. It stores electric energy under very high pressure. It often explodes with little or no provocation. So, not going to be standing around him. Could blow up in my face. So, there is Max Elixir. That was easier to find than I was expecting. Kind of vague source information that I was using to find this Max Elixir, but it turned out not to backfire on me. So, 1 more non-legendary Pokemon, legendary bird to capture here, which is nice in the power plant. And I like the power plant. I mean, it's a cool diversion. It's just kind of out there. Even though it doesn't serve a ton of purpose, it does have Zapdos in there, and it does have Thunder. And if you're not to get Zapdos, you sure as heck have to get Thunder, as Thunder is your best bet in terms of a powerful electric type move in this game. Some people like the consistency of Thunderbolt a little bit more. but you know, there's no zap cannon that will overwhelm you with just crazy electric power, so you gotta go with thunder. And it's got 10 pp, which is more than your traditional 5 pp on the fire blast, the hydro pump, the hyper beam type moves, if you do follow me, and blizzard. So I'm gonna head down here and go on that initial route that I already went, doing a little backtracking, but gives me a little bit more time to run into that Raichu. I ran into many when I was training, grinding up my Pokemon. It is so nice using the emulator. Once again, I do use an emulator. It's nice using the emulator because you can use the speed up option. I obviously don't use that as I'm recording because that would screw up the sync between my narration and that of the video you would be seeing. So I use it off screen though to train. It probably decreases the training time that I have to have for my Pokemon by about 75%. So I am thankful for that. And if you were ever to want to have a beastly team and just, you know, not, you know, compete with another person through Game Boy, you might as well just pull up your emulator and play with a ROM, because you'll just zoom through the game. You have better Pokemon than you probably ever have. And here's a Raichu. So Yamion, if you're still watching this, you're probably salivating right now, and unfortunately I won't be using this Raichu. I'm just going to be capturing a Raichu. It is nice. It's got a Bumblebee affect to it. Alright, so a little bit over halfway, and I don't have any status changers right now unless I were to use Thunder Shock or Thunderbolt or something. You're just paralyzed, but that is very risky. Look at that Thunderbolt. It looks like a stingray. It just stabbed me right through the gut. So that's not a good sight there, considering, you know, I'd prefer to have all 99 of my Ultra Balls available. Money. So Raichu is caught. I don't have to use the Thunderstone, so more money in my pocket. Not a huge deal. There's a little trade-off there. You want to spend 2 Ultra Balls or buy 1 Thunderstone. Its long tail serves as ground to protect itself from its own high voltage power. So somehow that doesn't conduct electricity. And crap, because I'm gonna check Voltorb's or Electrode's stats. Alright, so I'm not liking that. I'm gonna have to dig out of here. Honestly, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this. So I'm gonna dig out of here and get that Raichu, because I cannot afford not to have a status inflicting Pokemon on my squad. So I'm just gonna heal up real quick. This will take a little bit of time out here, but it'll build the suspense, and I will get some repels for you. So I'm not gonna be just, you know, walking around. Even on Route 9, I won't be running into any Pokemon, but I won't be going through Power Plant up till Zapdos, just running into non-stop Pokemon. So start with Bill's PC, and I'm going to drop off the Electrode I caught, and then I'm going to have to drop off another guy after I withdraw this Raichu, just because I'm going to need Lickitung with me. My bad. Don't get all riled up about that. So I'm gonna get rid of Rex Quendo. Just fighting types kind of doesn't have a fit for me right now, fit in my plan. And where is Mark? There he is. Pretty high levels. We got high levels there, 53, 38, 43, or 52. And I believe I promised I would get some repels. So if I do have repels, I'm gonna get these out of here. Let's see. Super repels. I have 4. Beautiful. I was kind of nervous there, but I forgot that I had deposited, you know, a cornucopia of items before last part. Before this part, I just was, you know, it was just weighing me down. I was getting, you know, lower back pain carrying this bag around me all over the place. I mean, items galore. Good. Where's the chiropractor? I mean, items everywhere. I gotta deposit some of them sooner or later. You know, it's just managing my pain, managing my priorities there. So Raichu, I'm going to use a. Do I have any other items? No. So I'm just going to there's another another Pokemon Center along the way off of Route 9. I'm just going to surf over to that real quick as well. Get Raichu a little bit more healed up, because I don't want him going into war, you know, a little little wounded because Zapdos is sure as heck gonna inflict some damage on my Pokemon. And you gotta be prepped. You gotta be prepped for the Zapdos showdown. There's no two ways around it. Zapdos will lay you down in the grave. All of your Pokemon. So you're gonna head down here real quick. There's a Pokemon Center conveniently placed here on Route 9. So, and if I do need to jump back here anytime, I could do that. I'm just gonna get healed up. So I do have a couple full restores. I don't know if I have a lot of max potions with me in the item box in my Pokemon Center. And I probably should check them out because I could see Blastoise for sure. Big Bird going down and opening up the wrong box. So everything's holding me back. You can check out Professor Oak's PC if I wanted to too. So PP up, not what I'm looking for. Elixir Awakening Max Potion. I'll take one of those guys. Anything to help heal my Pokemon. And that's one of the things that annoys me. Getting sent back up to the top of my items list. So Melonade. 6 revives. I'm going to get some of those guys. Those is just as important as having max potions. Because if you don't have revives with you, you can't use a lot of your max potions. Because they have to stay alive. And you're wasting moves. Or turns, that is. So those are just HMs. I do have some potions in there, but who in their right mind would use 8 potions in one battle? Unless you're still, you know, skirmishing it out on the way to Cerulean City. But I sure as heck ain't Youngster Joey. Bye, I'll see you on Generation 2, even though there's no specific names to random trainers. So now I'm going to surf down. Hopefully I don't run into a Tentacool along the way. I don't have any Great Balls with me either. Probably should have bought some more Great Balls, but I don't have that much money. I'm low on the change. So my pockets are just light. Got no items with me. Got no moolah. Got some Pokemon, that's for sure. So I'm going to take advantage of the Super Repels that I have laying in my pocket. There we go. I'm use 4 of them. I'll definitely be able to get over to Zapdos. And I have 3 more items to get as well. So one of them's hidden, but that's right near Zapdos, so I won't be wasting too much time there. And I could I'm just going to go past the... I'm not really even going to worry about the 2 guys. Oh, frickin' kidding me. Pay attention to where you're walking. I'm not even going to worry about the Voltorbs or the Electrodes. I believe there's probably a couple more. I believe there's like 6 total fake items that are Voltorbs and then 2 total Electrodes. So there's probably another Electrode out there, 1 or 2 Voltorbs. Only if I really want to. After I take down Zapdos, I'll take them down just for completion's sake, I guess. So up here, is there a couple items? Yep. So there's an HP up. Beautiful. I'll be using that sometime. I'm not going to mess with those items right now, though. And 1 more non-fake item, which is the Rare Candy. I'll have 8 in my pocket, which is more than I've ever had without using a Rare Candy, because usually I spend them right away, and that's not wise. So, got Rare Candy. So there it is. And I need another Repel out there, so you guys don't start whining at me. And you got 2 more left, so just a couple more steps over to Zapdos. My heart's already pumping. I could save right here, but that's just sissy-like saving on screen. Who does that? So, coming down. It's a fake item. Oh, it's I'm assuming it's an Electrode just because there's 1 more remaining here. Yeah, it is. And I might as well get the experience points. Please say Boulder is still out in the lead. There we go. And I'm just going to use Earthquake. Obviously, I can't use Earthquake against Zapdos because it's a flying type Pokemon, so... Or Dig, but I could get away from its attacks. Rock Throw, on the other hand, could hit, and Seismic Toss as well. So I'm just going to have to weigh my options. So heading over here. Who is this that we will run into? Zapdos. I remember the day when I was on eBay as a little kid, maybe some just random site, there was a card that ended up being like the size of a loose leaf sheet of paper, having all 3 legendary birds on it at once. Now it's time for me to capture one of them myself. I'm going to check Raichu's stats here, see what types of moves it has. It's got Thunder Wave, beautiful, so if I can get a Thunder Wave in, it's going to be paralyzed for the rest of the battle. It's better than Sleep, in my opinion. So here comes a Gaio, but I'm assuming Sleep makes the catch rate a little bit lower, or higher. So Zapdos, not the greatest sprite there. It looks a little crazy. Like Static Shock a little bit. you know, a little bit much. So Thunder Shock on Raichu. Please don't knock me out. Please don't knock me out. It's not going to work too well. And there we go, Thunder Wave right away. So that is good for me. And I'm just going to stick with like Thunder Shock type moves, not decreasing its HP very much. It's going to... Did it just say it's super effective? Well, that is pathetic if that's super effective. You should have the lowest confidence Raichu right now. And this is like really... There's no way that knocks me out. Unbelievable. It's a critical hit. And yes, I'm definitely using the next Pokemon. I'm going to send Mark out. Hey, Mark. He doesn't even know what he's in for. That's what I kind of get the impression right now. So I'm going to use an Ultra Ball. How did I miss the Pokemon? I literally paralyzed it already. Still is moving around awfully quick, even though I paralyzed the Pokemon. So, Slam. Slam! How can you fail me right now? Now you get knocked out. 2 straight critical hits, and that'll show you how strong Drill Peck is. So, I'm going to bring out Jolteon. So now we're getting up in the same level area. So I'm going to use Pin Missile. I'm not really sure what Pin Missile is going to bring. Drill Peck, that shouldn't do too much. There we go. So I should be safe with Jolteon for a while, but I keep missing. There we go. That's just going to peck away at it. No pun intended. Alright, so hit him 3 times. Thunder Shock, obviously, going to be weak as well. Okay, critical hit, though. So I'm going to use Double Kick, and that's obviously not going to be effective either, being that Zapdos is a flying type Pokemon, but it has no full restore attached to it or no rest, so it should be safe. It's not like dealing with a Snorlax. Good work, good man. Okay, so I'm going to stick with Jolteon for a while. Once I lose him, or her, whatever it is, I'm going to obviously get a revive, and I'm going to put him back in the ring because Jolteon looks like it's going to be my best bet, slowly weakening Jolteon, or Zapdos, excuse me. And then I have 97 more Ultra Balls, so I'm set up in that department, definitely. And Double Kick, if you are randomly going to be amazingly effective, please don't be effective now. And I'm not going to risk using Thunder, that's for darn sure. Alright, so I'm going to start throwing some Ultra Balls at it. I still have confidence that I'll be able to keep Zapdos alive. Freaking kidding me. How did I miss you again? You're paralyzed. So, whatever move it uses is not going to knock Jolteon out, so I'm just going to keep chucking these guys at him. Alright, come on, let's go, let's go. Let's work for me here. I understand you're fully paralyzed. Oh yeah, that was easier than I expected. No way in the world I was seeing that in my future, catching Zapdos in like after 6 Ultra Balls. But the Jolteon Double Kick strategy really came through for me in the end. Those Ultra Balls worth the how much money I just wasted. So a legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear from clouds while dropping enormous lightning bolts. I love it. I'm loving it. So Zapdos is not going to be named. And it's kind of like an Aztecan deal. And I thankfully have room in my box because I would be screaming right now if I did not. So rock near Zapdos is where the final item is. Somewhere in this group of rocks, I'm assuming. It's a max, or it's a PP up, excuse me. So none of these guys have that PP up for me. I guess I could go without a PP up, but I'm determined to find it. Nope, none of there. Do have the Super Repel out, and thankfully the Super Repel doesn't make Zapdos go fly away. And I'm not finding this this PP up anywhere. So are you in here? There is the PP up. That's not really near Zapdos. Thank you, sources. So that's it for part 43. A great momentous part for me. Got all the items in here. Got all 7 of them. Got all the Pokemon, which are all 5 of the Pokemon that I needed to catch in the power plant. So this is where you get them. And very successful. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to head out here. We're going to go through this little door real quickly. Drop off the side. And somehow we get sent out in the front of the power plant again. So I'll see you guys next time on Route 19. We'll cover that up on the C routes here in a second. So we caught our Zapdos, and the next guy we'll be catching is Articuno, which will be in the next couple parts. So thanks for watching part 43. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later.